next match against Theron. I didn't really start off with anything. I just went straight into recording. Anyway, I did out with Celebi, he did out with an Uxie, and Christ, I haven't seen an Uxie in so long. I knew it was a good opportunity to go for Stealth Rocks, because I know most Uxies will carry U-turn, but it's an Uxie. It's not exactly an offensive powerhouse, so I figured I could take a U-turn okay, and he's got a Scizor as well. Ho ho. So, not exactly the greatest thing in the world. But at least I got Stealth Rocks up, at least I got something, and I believe I just saw lefties there. I believe. I could be wrong. I don't know. I'm not exactly in the greatest mood to narrate these battles, but I wanted to narrate it while I was sort of in the zone-ish. Anyway, I'm going to go on a Heatran, because if he goes U-turn, then fuck it, I don't care. Yeah, lefties, cool, grand. I saw that, it's alright. I figured that I may as well just go for Fire Blast, because I haven't seen anything on his team apart from the Uxie, and Uxie isn't exactly going to find a Fire Blast too tasty. But it's alright, so I'm just going to go Fire Blast. He thinks about this for a little bit, and I guess he was predicting me not to be Scarfed, although even then I think Heatran would outspeed a Scizor, and some wanker is doing something outside. I hope you can't hear that. So he's going to stay in. I guess he predicted me to do something else, but I'm not going to because I just got diddled by a Scizor, so yeah. Oh my god, why would you pick now to start doing whatever it is you're doing, you prick? Alright, close the window. Anyway, he's going to Wailord, and he's actually got a Specs Wailord, so that thing's going to hit like a train. I went into Celebi. I know it was a predictable play, but yeah, I just figured I'd be alright. But he makes a smart play, he's going to go Ice Beam, and he's going to kill the Celebi, and I'm okay with that. I got Stealth Rocks up, it wasn't the best use of Celebi, but I wasn't exactly going to hang around for Specs Water Spout, so there you go. Now here, I don't know what I was doing. I go into Spiritomb. I wanted to trick him, I guess. I don't know. It was an incredibly dumb play, but I know. I saw no item. If he was Life Orb, then Spiritomb makes a bit more sense, but I should have just gone back into Heatran and started firing off Earth Powers and stuff. Yeah, I don't know why I go into Spiritomb. I have no reason to go into Spiritomb. It was a completely pointless, like, endeavour. But I did. Whatever. And even if I did go into Spiritomb, the better bet would have been to just go for a fucking Sucker Punch. And just try and take him out quickly. I've got a band, that's the whole point. I don't need to trick it away, but I felt the need to trick it away onto this Wailord, so that he would be banded, and that would help in some way. I don't know, that's just kind of where I was at with that. But he's going to go for his Ice Beam. Spiritomb takes it pretty well, I guess, not too badly. Yeah, I just go for a trick. Now his Wailord's banded, and I see he's got Specs, so I'm just like, okay, he's really, really, really locked into it now. I tried to go for a Sucker Punch there, but yeah, I was just testing the waters. I couldn't quite remember how trick worked in that particular scenario, but I am locked into it. So now I'm going to go on a Heatran. Now I'm going to stop being so fucking stupid, and yeah. He does get the crit though. Oh, that 42 damage. I'm just going to go for an Earth Power because I believe I have hidden Power Grass on this Heatran, but I forgot. So I wasn't quite keen to go for it and test the waters on that one. But I go for an Earth Power, I hit the Rhyperior nice and hard, and it goes great. I did not expect that amount of damage on a solid rock Rhyperior, but I get it, and I was quite frankly astonished. I mean, I know Rhyperior is weak as balls, but with solid rock, that's practically just an unstabbed hit. So there you go. He's going to make the smart play. He's going to go back into Uxie. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm okay with that. I got a lot of damage on a Rhyperior, and I saw that I made his Wailord banded. But now I'm going to go into Spiritomb, and I'm an idiot. I go trick. I don't know why. The trick was so painfully obvious, and I go for it anyway. I should have gone Pursuit. Pursuit would have been better, or Sucker Punch, anything would have been really good, but I go Trick. Like, even Wisp would have been better, but nope. Nope, I did not do that. So now I've just tricked his specs back, and then I'm going to trick again, because I want him to have a band, and it's just, oh, what was I doing? It was terrible. So he's going to go for a Water Spout and kill me, despite being at what I roughly say is 75% health, but then again it's a Water Spout. I think at 75% it's probably still more powerful than a Surf. But now I'm going to Licky because Trick Room's still up, and I know that since he's banded, and if I get a Life Orb EQ on there, his Water Spout shouldn't be doing too much, and I should be okay. In theory. So I go with the EQ. I actually do a lot less damage than I thought I would, but I suppose it's unstabbed. I mean, like I say, that's fairly miserable damage output from my Licky. So, I wasn't best pleased, but on the other hand, his Water Spout did nothing, so I'll take that. I'm going to go for another one. I know the Uxie was coming in. It's coming in when Trick Room ended, but just in case he felt like going for it, you know, just in case. And, yeah, Trick Room runs out. I have no real problems with that. He's going to go for Stealth Rocks instead of setting up Trick Room, maybe because he's seen that, like, Licky and Spiritomb were slower than his Trick Room guys, so, yeah. And now I'm just going to go for an Explosion, because I want the Uxie out of the way. It's annoying, it's frustrating, it sets up Trick Room, it screws over Heatran and Ambipom and Dave, so there you go. There goes Uxie. Nothing is surviving a Life Orb Licky Explosion. Nothing. Nothing ever will. I don't care. The only thing that's going to do it is probably a Scarm. Maybe. But still. So now I'm going to go into Dave, and that was a terrible play, because I still don't know what most of his team is. It was really dumb, it was really stupid. And I've seen that I'm faster, yet I go for an Endure. I try and set up straight away. It was incredibly thick of me, and I don't know why I did that. I was so keen to use Dave that I just endured. I should have just gone for T-Bolt, killed him. Done. Easy. Piece of piss. It's over. But no, I felt the need to go for an Endure, and I wasted my Dave. So I do that. And he's going to switch out and go into Rhyperior. I don't quite know why. I suppose Rhyperior is donezo, but whatever, it doesn't matter. I go for a T-Bolt, he predicts that quite nicely, that's grand, but his Rhyperior is going to die to a Shadow Ball anyway, because it's a Rhyperior, and as we've seen, non-stabbed Earth Power just smashed it anyway. So, figured Dave would have that, and then, because I'm an idiot, and I set up too early, again, this isn't Sick Gen, I haven't seen his entire team, I don't know why I set up so early, he's going to go to Machamp, he's going to Bullet Punch me. You know, if I'd have been a bit more patient, and just taken out the Wailord, and been done with it, that's fine, but no, I set up too early, and now he's got a freaking Guts Machamp staring down my face. And this is kind of it, I need to choose what I want to throw away against this Machamp. Because I don't think a Fire Blast from a Heatran is going to kill it, I don't think my Ambipom is going to kill it, so it kind of came down to what is least useful, and because I decided that Ambipom was Life Orb, therefore it could switch moves, I've decided Ambipom should stay alive. However, since Ambipom has got Knock Off, which doesn't do anything, and Focus Punch, which can't really be used unless I'm trying to predict a switch and look pro, I don't know why I did that. I should have just kept Heatran alive, and yeah, the choice screwed me over. It was a difficult choice because I didn't know what his last was. But I made the choice, I figured Heatran's probably got the stronger chance of killing it, and it just doesn't kill, it doesn't work out. So now he's going to flatten my Heatran, he's going to get a Bullet Punch on my Ambipom, and then it comes down to whether Ambipom can do it. And let me tell you, Ambipom can't do it. He's going to Bullet Punch the Ambipom with his Machamp, and that's fine, and then I'm going to kill it with a U-turn. Because if I go double hit and miss, then yeah, that really is, like, it. That's game. So I just go U-turn to make sure it's done, and then he's going to go in a Wailord, and I know that that was at low enough health, so where I can go U-turn and kill that. And he's going to go in an Ampharos. Now, I don't know that Heatran's Earth Power would have killed Ampharos. It was super effective. On the other hand, Ampharos has got more special defense than defense. So, yeah, you can kind of throw around that one as much as you like, but I'd like to say Earth Power probably had the better shot of killing it. I think he had a Life Orb Ampharos, so maybe it wasn't especially defensive, but yeah, Ambipom can't do it. And again, that was just another frustrating one. I mean, I suppose it was a sort of 50-50 split on who I pick, but since Ambipom's moves are dumb, it was kind of a waste, and the logic was there, but at the same time it wasn't. So, I don't know. And then he's just going to kill me off with a T-bolt. So there you go. Yeah, so a 1-0 loss to Theron, and as you can see, I was just playing like balls. Like, I don't know what I was doing for half of these moves. But yeah, the next match is a bit better. I promise, it is. Oh, man. Anyway, let's move on to that one, shall we?